Morning everybody, my name is Colton Wood. I'd like to do a little core workout with you today, just to get to kind of know me. I know in my first video I didn't get to do this, so I'll kind of do it now. Been a gymnast for 10 years of my life. Now I'm a head gymnastics coach up at Gold Country Gymnastics. When it comes to core and gymnastics, core means everything. Even when it comes to car accidents, stabilizing your body, anything movement-wise, the whole main point is to focus on this. Core strength is the most important thing you can have in all compound lifts, deadlifts, squats, everything. If you can't hold your core, then that weight is going to either make that lower back hurt or it's going to give you some sort of problems longer in your life. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a little core video going for you. So what I like to do is I like to do time. I don't like to do repetitions when it comes to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this for 30 seconds. So we're going to do lying windshield wipers. We're going to start from the top. We're going to have toes pointed, legs as straight as possible. We're going side to side on this. As you can tell, I'm not trying to twist my whole body when we come down. We're trying to keep it to where we're looking straight at the ceiling and only our lower body is twisting. What's this working is our transverse abs or obliques. We're really working that transverse motion through these. So again, we're going to do those for 30 seconds. If that's too hard for you, then we're going to modify it. So modifying means we're going to keep those legs bent. We're just going knee touches right here. Makes a little more center of gravity to you, so it makes it a little bit easier coming through here. So if those legs can't be straight on this, or we try here, go as far as we can, and then we go bent legs and finish out the 30 seconds on that. Okay? On to the next. We're going to go L-hold progressions. Why I call this an L-hold progression is because in gymnastics we do a lot of L-holds. If you don't know what L-hold is, this is an L-hold. Just like that. So once it gets their strength and that core strength, we do L-hold progressions. Why I call them L-hold progressions is pretty much like an L-hold. You're going to put your hands as far as you want on this. You want to push yourself, you want to make it hard for yourself, but you want to make it to where it's not too hard to where we can't lift those feet off. Okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to put our hands right by our knees. We're going to be on our fingertips, and we're going to be pushing against the ground while we're trying to lift our knees to our face. So we're going here. Just like that. As you can tell, I'm not trying to lean as far back as I possibly can to do this. I'm trying to almost lean into my legs, which makes me engage my core instead of engage the legs. You want to always feel it in the core. If you're feeling it through the thighs here, we're either doing it wrong or it's a little too hard for you and you're having to squeeze through here. If that's too hard, then we can always come here and you're just here. Or here, okay? There's a lot of different modifications on this. If you want to make it a little harder for yourself, we do circles too. You can always do that. There's a bunch of different modifications that you can do. We're going to start with just the leg raises on this. But if you want to push yourself, circle 15 seconds, circle back the other way, 15 seconds. That's what I suggest on that. On this one, these are called feet up the wall sit-ups. If you need a wall, go for it. Why I call feet up the wall sit-ups, or I call them a lying leg raised hold, is because you're holding here while you're reaching and you're trying to point those feet and to reach for those toes. If that's too hard, you can always swing those feet up. Or, sorry, not your feet up, your hands up. Right this, or keep those legs back. We're going here. Just like that, okay? Modifications on that, it's up to you on this. Start with the highest progression and go to the lowest if you need it, okay? That's totally fine for me. If you want to start with the lowest and go to the highest, that's totally your choice, okay? But I would try to push yourself before we get to the point where we start at the bottom and stay at the bottom, okay? That's just kind of where I'm at on that. Next, we're going to do Russian twists. Russian twists are pretty self-explanatory. You're going to have knees bent, knees together. I like toes pointed. You can have your toes flexed if you want. We're going to keep our arms here and we're going elbows. Right here. If it gets to a point where that 30 second is too much, we're just holding. Okay, so, but I would like to at least try to go here 30 seconds as much as you can. To make it harder on yourself, put a Bosu ball underneath you, put something unstable, an unstable surface underneath you, which is going to make your body move side to side a little bit more, which will engage that core and that transverse abs, that obliques, everything through there on that. I gotta fold this panel up real quick. You guys can use anything else when it comes to this. I'll show you right now. Flip this over. Just like that. So what we're doing is we're doing back leg lifts. That's what I call this. You can do this on your couch. You can do this on a bench. That's stable. It has to be to the ground, because what I'm gonna do is I'm laying on this mat and I'm kicking my heels up. So you need that stable surface, and if anything's coming off, you have too much weight on it, so it's gonna make you fall through that thing. So if you watch here, we're going hips right on the edge of the mat. We're gonna reach, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna come up as far as you can and back down. Really trying to push it on this. Trying to keep that chest as low as possible, but you're trying to come up and hold those legs. I see my dog wanted to join us. Sit. Lay down. You can be a part of it if you want to. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Good girl. Anyways, so that's how we're doing it on this. Let me push her out of the way, and then we'll figure this out. Sit. Lay down. Lay down. Stay. Stay. So, here. If you want to modification it, we're just going legs bent on this. Just like that. Or you can hold. Or hold. What you want to feel is through that lower back to the obliques. You don't want to be feeling it through the hamstrings. If you're feeling it through the hamstrings, then you're doing it too much when it comes to bending those legs. You want to really arch that back, feel it through the lower back, because when it comes to the lower back, not just deadlifts and hyperextensions are the main thing on this. These back leg lifts are hyperextensions to a point, but it's working all lower backs if you work on engaging the lower back instead of the hamstrings on that. Well, featuring Ruby, I'm glad Ruby came into the video, I guess. I hope you guys had a wonderful time. If you have any questions or comments, please put it in the comment spot, or you can always email us at Generations Health and Fitness. You guys can always do that. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great day.